What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another of our GCW Road to Hammerstein interview series specials. I am Cassidy Haynes, owner of BodySlam.net, alongside Mr. Mike Hamley. And we are here today with another of the GCW roster, Mr. Antonio San Francisco ASF. What's going on, man?
How's it going? It's going all right. Just here.
You got a big week coming up. We're on the road. Well, the road to Hammerstein's officially over. You guys are now. That's all we got is Hammerstein left, and you have a really big match this Sunday night. You're on Team Bandito. It's you, Bandito, and Laredo Kid taking on Team Gringo, which is who I interviewed, Gringo Loco as well earlier. Gringo Loco, Erez, and Demonic Flamita. Man, that's a very, very high-profile match on this very, very big and important card. Let's get your thoughts on this, man.
Yeah, like you said, the road to Hammerstein, we could say it's over. Now it's the week to Hammerstein. We're less than a week away. This Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm on Team Bandido alongside with Laredo Kid, which is my trainer. Uh-huh. So I get to be on the team with Bandido, which is one of the best luchadors out there right now. Mm-hmm. And my trainer, which Laredo Kid, he's one of the best luchadors in the world right now also. I've faced Gringo Loco several times this past year, and I think I found the guy that I want to fight forever in Gringo Loco. But Ares and Demonic Flamita are really good luchadors, wrestlers in their own right. So I'm really excited. I'm ready to showcase what I can really do at Hammerstein in front of a lot of people, sold out.
Yeah, not just a lot of people, a record-setting crowd for wrestling in that building, which says a lot, too, because, I mean, there's a lot of companies that have come before GCW there, WWE, ECW, Ring of Honor, New Japan, and you guys beat them all in ticket sales and without anybody even really announced for the card or matches at all, so that says a lot. Mike, let's what do you have? Let's get you started off. What you got for us?
Well, so you were mentioning that you're trained by Laredo Kid. I was wanting to ask you because I've tried to do some research earlier today to look, to get a little bit of background on you, and you're kind of a mystery online. You're hard to find some information on. So I did want to know, you mentioned obviously being trained by Laredo. What did originally bring you into wrestling? Like how old were you when you kind of caught the fever?
If you want to see the wrestling fever, I caught it when I was 4 years old. Because nice. I live in a border town. I live in Laredo, Texas. The border, if you cross the border, you're in Nuevo Laredo, Tamaulipas, Mexico. So since I have family crossing the border, my dad would always go to this arena called Cuatro Caminos, where Laredo Kid started, actually, where he got his first starts. I was 4. My dad would take me because if he wouldn't take me, he couldn't go out to drink with his buddies and my uncles. So that's how I fell in love with wrestling ever since.
Okay, that's awesome. So you're and I'm guessing you're mostly watching like seeing lucha shows going across the border. So like that's pretty self-explanatory in terms of how you found the style that you've chosen as your proficiency. How long have you been training?
I'm going to 7 years, wrestling 6.
Okay. Wow. You got really good really fast then.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Okay. So like did you know like early on in your training, you're like, okay, yeah, this is it, like I'm all in on this?
Honestly, no. At first, I thought it was going to be... When I turned 18, my heart was set because my parents were really strict. They would never let me go to any training schools or anything. So once I turned 18, I said, I'm 18. I can make my own choices. I looked for wrestling schools, lucha schools. Turned out I found a Laredo Kid 3 blocks away from my house. And I just do it. The first 3 months is just maybe pastime. And then after that, I said, okay, I need to do this because I think I'm getting pretty good at it.
Obviously. So you debuted with GCW last year, right? Like in August. So is that correct? It was in LA too, right? Was
LA.
Yeah. So you've pretty much there since this last push towards Hammerstein. What does this mean to you as a performer to be in this building? It's such a legendary building.
Just the feeling of knowing that I'm gonna be there. I'm really grateful to GCW, to everybody that's helped me along the lines, you know. But I'm not gonna say the first person from my city to step in Hammerstein. Being the first out of my group that nobody thought we would get anywhere, being the first one to step in Hammerstein, I hope I open doors for everybody else here in my city so they can witness and see that you can actually do something big with yourself. You know, that's how I'm feeling right now.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Now the match, it's a trios match. Is that, I mean, do you prefer working that style, or do you like doing single stuff? What's your preferred, if you had to choose, like, how do you like to work your matches? Do you like the trios lucha style, or do you like to showcase just by yourself?
I enjoy working singles matches because you can see me do more stuff. I get to do more, but those multi-man trios, scrambles, I think I thrive on those because I get to use more bodies and do more stuff that people don't usually see.
Yeah, it seems to spawn a lot more creativity and add a lot more, like you said, just potential for a lot more insane spots that we've seen. Like, you guys are always trying to top each other. It seems like, what are we going to do this time? Because we did something crazy last time. And do you have anything planned? I mean, for this venue, like, because it's a good venue. Do you have anything that you got, like, I'm going to leap off something? Have you thought about anything that you're looking forward to maybe trying to do?
Ever since they announced that I was going to be going to Hammerstein, you know, super crazy back in the GCW days off the balcony.
Yeah.
That's one thing off the top of my mind right now. Man.
I'll be looking forward. I'm there. I'm flying up. I leave Friday morning, so I'll be in the crowd for that. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens. I was talking to Alex Colon yesterday, and he was talking about the athletic commission and the scope that they're probably going to have on him. And he was like, we're going to try to do everything we can to not see how far we can push the envelope before we get shut down. So everybody seems to be just pulling out the stops for this show. And I can't wait to be there. And I think it means a lot to this company too. And you coming in when you did is a very exciting time, honestly, too, because, like you said, they've just exploded over the last 6 months, and now we're going to the building, the Hammerstein building. That's something that not many people have done. Mike, what do you? Why don't you take the next one here for us, and I'll be organizing some stuff here. I got some more stuff planned.
Yeah, so we kind of touched on the scrambles and the multi-man matches. You tend to show out a lot in those, but like when you guys are putting those together, who's got the like just the ridiculous mind that comes up with some of these multi-man spots? Like which one of you guys usually comes up with the most psycho shit?
I'll be honest with you, it's a combination of everybody in the match, because once I get there, I start thinking, jotting down ideas in my mind. So I start talking to the guys. I'm like, I have this. And then it just escalates to, what if we do this into that? What if this turns into this? And it just keeps adding. Sometimes we have to take things out, be like, nah, wait. So I can't really pinpoint someone. It's a mixture of everybody in the match, just with crazy ideas popping them out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, you were in Fight Club weekend in Atlantic City. You were in the scramble with Thunder Rosa. What was it like working with her? Did you know ahead of time, or was it a surprise for you that she was getting the match?
No, Thunder Rosa was a surprise for all of us. We weren't really expecting her, but Thunder Rosa is something else. It's Thunder Rosa. I had met Thunder Rosa because here in Texas, I see her around every now and then. We've talked, we know each other, but we've never been in a ring together. So I was really excited. So I had to make sure I got that one moment with her in the ring by myself.
Yeah, that was a fun weekend. I was walking through the crowd, I guess the night before. So it was a Friday night when she just did the little spot in the ring. And I think she was working at Hollydead's table, and I didn't even see her. I was walking by and I was looking at all of the merch, and I just hear, so you're not going to fucking say hey to me? And I was like, and I look up, and she's just looking at me laughing. I was like, what are you doing here? And she's like, shh. and she told me she had a spot planned for tomorrow night too, but not to spoil it. But I didn't know if it was that big of a secret to where you guys didn't know or not. But that's awesome that it was a surprise, because she's something else, man. She's one of my favorite people, and like that was. I wanted to ask you about that because I saw that you were in that match, and I was wondering if you'd ever worked with her before, if that was the first time.
Nope, that was the first time in the ring. We've been backstage at shows together, but first time in the ring.
Nice. All right, Mike, what else you got there, buddy?
Well, it kind of, we were talking about the match earlier, coming up at the Hammerstein. You've got Bandito and Laredo Kid on your team, two modern lucha legends, like a couple of the best doing right now. And then on the other side, you have Gringo, Erez, Demonic Flamita, and then yourself in there. How does it feel to be like, this match is, the intent of it is to showcase the lucha style. So like, what does it mean to you being one of the 6 men that gets to actually represent your style on a show this big?
Honestly, when I saw the match get announced, my heart stopped for a second. I wasn't expecting to be on a match like this. I expected to be maybe pre-show, maybe starting the show at the pre-show, wrestling someone from there. I didn't expect to be in a big showcase lucha match, because strictly because people don't see me and see luchador because I don't wear a mask. But once I'm in the ring, they can see I'm more of a lucha style wrestler than any other style. The feelings I have are unexplainable. I know it sounds like a little cliche, but it's my first time at a big event like this, so I wouldn't really know how to feel, if I'm being completely honest with you.
Yeah. Is this going to be the biggest crowd you performed in front of, you think?
Yes, absolutely. Without a doubt.
Okay. That's awesome, man. So, yeah, I mean, you said you got your start just doing shows there in Texas. Let's talk about some of the places you got your start, because, like I said, there's not much other than just a couple websites online, little databases. There's not much we have on you. So talk to us about your start and coming up, and like other than Laredo Kid, some of the people you've worked with and influences and people that you learned under.
Okay, so the last 2 years, aside from training with Laredo Kid, I trained under Daga and Tessa Blanchard for a while.
Oh, nice.
Because they used to be somewhere around Tijuana. Mm-hmm. So I would travel a lot over there, but then they moved over here to Texas for a while, which they recently moved out of Texas again. So I would go to San Antonio with them a lot. And then after that, I've been traveling all over here in Texas. GCW has taken me several places. So my influences have been growing because I've been learning different styles off of all these different people I've been sharing locker rooms with. I've been really close to Gringo Loco now for some reason, and opposites attract. And it's basically a travel buddy for me.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, he's I talked to him for about 30-40 minutes the other day. It was a fun interview. I like seeing him. I like hanging out with him too, because he
loves to talk. So
he loves to talk. He was great. Yeah, let's talk about that. Your travel. So you've done a lot of stuff with GCW. You were in Chicago for in September or whatever, and you and Laredo Kid actually tagged, if I'm not mistaken, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so a lot of against Erez and Gringo Loco, I think, won that match. And who else was in that? Juventud Guerrera. Yeah, Dragon Bane. So let's talk about it. So what is there like a little rivalry going with Erez and these guys now? Because you seem to be kind of paired up with a lot of these guys a lot.
It's more like competition, I think.
Yeah.
It's more like everybody wants to one-up each other. Everybody wants to be the highlight reel of the match. But when you put a bunch of guys that tend to steal the show or tend to steal that moment from their match in one match, it's hard to be that one guy. So everybody shines. So I think that competition is actually good for all of us.
I agree. Now we were talking about influences. You said you caught the fever at like 4 years old. Who did you idolize and grow up watching? Who were some of your favorites as a child that you kind of pull from inspirationally today?
That I pull from inspirationally today? Well, my first, I would say, idol was La Parca, the one that passed away.
Yeah.
and La Parca LA Park because I didn't know which one was which when I was younger. So both of them were a big influence on me at first. But then as I got a little bit older, I started watching different wrestlers. I started getting more into the high flying stuff. So I would say like Evan Bourne, Alex Kozlov, Rocky Romero, who else? Aerostar, Laredo Kid.
Oh, nice.
It's all the cruiserweights. That's all I would watch. Like AAA cruiserweight matches. That was my stuff to watch. The minis in AAA also, because they do some unbelievable stuff.
That was so cool seeing Aerostar pop up on TV not too long ago.
Yeah.
Man.
Tagging with Kalisto, right?
Yeah.
I saw that GCW announced Mascara Dorada for upcoming shows. You should. Is that somebody you want to throw your name in the hat to maybe try to work a match with? I mean, I assume as much. That seems like it just.
Yeah.
Once I shared it yesterday, I was telling one of my buddies, I hope I get put in a match with him soon.
That'd be something incredible. Gringo was saying the same thing too because he said that they trained together. I think back in CMLL. So that just presents a lot of options or potential matchups that just blow my mind thinking about right there, just out of the gate. Mike, why don't you take it for a few minutes here?
Yeah, like actually, speaking of, you mentioned, we brought up Gringo Loco a couple of times here. You mentioned yourself earlier that he's kind of the guy you want to fight forever. Why is that? Like, what is it about Gringo Loco that you're like, you and me, we're going to do this as many times as possible for as long as possible?
It's something with him. We just clicked. I did one of his seminars and we clicked instantly. I just felt this vibe from him that I enjoyed, and he's the bass god. So what better way to showcase everything I know how to do than with someone that knows exactly what I want to do? I could just look at him and he knows, oh, this little scrap wants to do something crazy. Or he'll guess what I want to do. It's funny sometimes.
That's awesome. Yeah. Any chance of you guys working a tag team? Have you thought about doing some kind of pairing, or just you want to compete with each other again, like work across the ring from each other?
I've thought about it, but Gringo Loco and a sweet Hispanic boy, I don't think it mixes well.
You never know. I mean, that's some of the good thing with GCW is some of the things you never think would work end up working so well there. Now, is there anybody? So one thing that the company is very good about doing or does well is they bring in people for like little nostalgia pops. Or is there anybody that you would love to see them bring in that just speaks to you that you want to possibly work with? Because like we get Effie and Jeff Jarrett and stuff like Matt Cardona working with everybody that he does. Is there somebody that you have like tried to manifest into existence as possibly happening and working with
one that I want to work, that I'm trying to manifest, is Rocky Romero.
Rocky's been everywhere lately, so that would be nice.
That's like, that doesn't even seem unreasonable considering where he's everywhere he's been showing up at.
Right.
Yeah, he was just a big influence on me growing up when he was in Mexico, when he was tagging with Alex Kosov and X-Pac. That was like my peak in wrestling when I was maybe like 14, that I started getting really addicted to it religiously, like reading everything online and stuff like that. That was my first, the first guy I thought that I wanted to be, I guess, growing up.
Not a bad choice.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one to pick there.
Well, so outside of wrestling, is there something that's like hobbies and stuff that you do? Or is your whole life wrestling?
Honestly, like my life right now is just wrestling. It's just doing circles on wrestling. That's all I'm doing.
That's it. So no Twitch that you play video games and stuff like that everybody else has to push.
Honestly, not really. I have a Switch and I play Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart with Daga sometimes, but that's it. Other than that, not really.
Man, so that kind of separates you from most of these people today, because everybody else is pushing their Twitch streams and channels and stuff like that. But what about, so where can people find merch and stuff? Do you have like stuff like that, online stores? What kind of stuff do you have to promote?
I have a pro wrestling tees, but it won't be up for long because I'm fixing to start doing my own merch and
Okay.
shipping them out by myself.
Nice.
So right now the merch is usually at any show I'm at. I have it with me, but soon I'm gonna be announcing something to
Okay.
be able to ship worldwide.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a cool, that's a cool move. It it's like less hands in your pockets, so to speak.
Yes,
Um,
we were talking to somebody. He was talking about getting in the habit of like taking. It was Alex Cologne getting in the habit of taking orders and like, all right, making sure to ship things out because having a company do it all the time. Now he's doing it on his own. That's a little different.
Mhm.
But you talking about having on shows. What do you have any shows coming up other than just GCW this weekend? Let's talk about some of your other bookings. What else?
This weekend on Friday, I'm gonna be in Houston, Texas, with local wrestling.
Okay. And you work with them pretty regularly, correct?
Yes, I am a regular at local because I am here in Texas, so they pull me in every time. They have a
And
show.
that's also Ninja Mac and Dante Leon is what, right? Aren't they?
Yes, they're
regulars
from there. Mm-hmm.
And is that where how you got hooked up with GCW because they came through Texas and that's who they ran with? Is that how they discovered you, or does it?
Honestly, no. They discovered me because Gringo had a lot of influence in pushing me into getting me booked with them off of that one seminar I did with him.
Oh, that's cool. That's what's up. So other than this weekend, what else you got coming up? You have Texas for Loco, and you have, of course, Hammerstein on Sunday. What else is on
Warrior Wrestling this Saturday also.
Oh, okay. So you're going to be
Warrior
up there
Wrestling.
too. Nice. I think Gringo's there as well, isn't he?
Yes, it's a Lucha Scramble.
Oh, are you in the scramble with him?
Mm-hmm. Same one.
Who else was in it? There's like six. Sam Adonis was in it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Sam Adonis, Astrolux, Drago Kid.
Okay.
AAA.
Okay.
Adamis from AAA, Gringo, and myself. I think it's just 5.
I like Warrior Wrestling. They're an awesome promotion. I think is it Principal Steve? Is that the guy that owns? I think it's his name. I like what they do. They basically everything after they pay out the wrestlers and take care of all the expenses for the show. Everything else goes back into the school that he is the principal at. So it's like it's just like a charity for feeding the school program, and they do a lot of scholarships and a lot of like programs, and I like what they do up there. A lot of my friends work up there too, so I like where you're wrestling. How often do you work there? Is that
this is my debut show?
Oh, it's a debut. Shit. Okay, awesome.
First time.
Well, I hope you enjoy it, man. One of my buddies, Nick Hausman from Wrestling Inc., does commentary up there for him too, so that'll be fun, man. That looks like a really good card, and that's Saturday. So I guess you got a busy weekend: Friday in Texas, Saturday in Chicago, and then Sunday in New York. What about next week? What else you got? Let's push all your shows, man. Let's get as much out there as we
next
can.
Week I have a bunch of shows here in Texas. I'm gonna be Monday. I'm gonna be here in my hometown of Laredo, here in the arena I train at. We run weekly Monday shows, so I'll probably pop up there and wrestle. Then I have New Texas Pro in Houston, Texas. Also, I have Wrestle Rave in Houston, Texas. Also, VIP Wrestling in Dallas, Texas. Lucha Brutal in the 4th Ward, Dallas, Texas area. Also, I have a bunch of shows here in Texas, and
that's a lot. That's a busy week. Is that all next week?
Huh? Yeah, it's a 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks.
Okay.
Man, that's a lot though. Like that's impressive for like you got like a 4-day weekend going up this week, basically with a Monday show.
That's awesome that there's that many shows in your area too, because that's not.
Yeah, that's a good.
You're lucky to be able to do that's a scene. That's a hot scene then, because there's not a lot of places that have, especially shows on Monday and in the middle of the week as well too. So that's awesome.
Especially during the like COVID and all this. I just wrestled at a mall this last weekend. We had a wrestling show at a mall. There's a lot of people, even the upstairs. It's the 2-story mall. I have people from upstairs watching down at the ring.
That's very WCW Monday Nitro debut. I like it.
Yeah. It had that type of feeling.
That's awesome. Well, man, I think both of us ran through most of our questions organically, man. Tell everybody where they can find you on social media and just promote yourself a little bit more, because like I said, it was hard finding some information on you other than just your Twitter and stuff like that. So let's tell everybody where they can find you. You got a YouTube channel, I think, too, right?
Yes, I do, but it's not really that active. I'm a little procrastinator on the YouTube stuff.
I understand that.
But you can find me on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok at the ASF_27. I have a Facebook fan like page called Antonio San Francisco. On Instagram is where I'm more active.
Okay.
I'm not really on Twitter or Facebook. I'm more active on Instagram for some reason. It's my go-to social media.
Hey, everybody
But,
has their one, so that's why I was getting at. Like, tell everybody where they can primarily find you, because that's what we were trying to do.
Yeah,
And we seem to
everybody
be
has that one that they get.
Yeah.
They log on to the most. Yeah, that's
So
pretty much where
you
can
do a lot
find
of
it.
TikToking? You a big TikTok fan, a guy? You got a lot of followers there?
Honestly, no, but I
Oh.
do post some highlights, and I make some TikTok videos, funny, dumb looking videos every now and then.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. We'll have to check that out. Man, we really appreciate you stopping in and doing this with us. I will be up there this weekend, so I'll look for you. I'll be there. Are you going Saturday night to the? I know you're in Chicago,
Yeah,
so you won't be able to do the independent. But man, I'll look for you this weekend. I'll be up there. I'll try to say hello to you in person.
Yeah, come say what's up.
Mike, tell everybody where they can find you, what you got going on, and all that good stuff, buddy.
Yeah, you can find me on the Twitter sphere right there, Mr. Purple TV. Find me sometimes playing games on Twitch at Mr. Purple, same as my Twitter, just no TV at the end. I do live television review results for bodyslam.net, and although I won't be at the Hammerstein on Sunday, I do cover GCW for their post shows on Body Slam. So I'll be sitting here on Sunday, right after the show's over.
Right in front of Dante Leon's shirt.
Yep, right in front of scraps of Dante Leon's shirt.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, my living room behind it is just it's not, I don't want it there. So I'm just, it's better than a plain white.
I gave him a hard time. I was like, "Did you do that on purpose? Because we're doing the GCW show to have Dante Leon's shirt behind you?" And he was like,
the MC
"Shit."
I didn't, but I'm gonna interview him one day, and it's gonna be like he's standing behind.
Hope he's
me or
wearing the
something.
same shirt. Hope he's wearing the same shirt when
it's
he
him
does
standing behind you. It's Dante just standing behind you.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
he's
Mike, you'll be 6:30 onto me or something.
Yeah, Mike will be holding down our GCW post show this weekend. He'll be doing the after show with probably, I know, Kylie and somebody else on the show.
I think I got Kylie and Jay Shell joining me.
And who knows, I might do a run in from the crowd, like on my phone, to touch base with you guys, because I'll be there in the middle of the madness. But
I can't wait to talk about the show and all the crazy shit I'm gonna see in this Lucha 6-man tag match.
Man, I can't wait to. I'm really looking forward to it, man. I'm excited to see this match, especially you, Bandito, and Laredo Kid. That's a hell of a that's a hell of a team, man. I can't wait. Honestly, I'm speechless thinking about what you guys are gonna do. Honestly,
Laredo Kid is one of my personal favorite luchadors. So so I saw that team. I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be insane. I can't wait for this match. I love it.
We can't wait.
Yeah, man. Well, congratulations on the chance to shine and the exposure you're going to get. And thanks for doing this with us. And you guys can find more of these interviews all week on our Body Slam YouTube channel. I think they're also going to be broadcast on our Twitch. You can follow us at Body Slam Net on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Go to the website, bodyslam.net, for wrestling news, results, editorials, podcasts we drop in almost every day. And, of course, you can follow me, Casty Haynes, at CASSHOOOLE on Twitter. And once again, ASF, I appreciate you doing this, man. Thanks again, and I will see you guys next time. And I will see you hopefully this weekend, buddy.